Today we are starting our first chapter, The Portrait of a Lady, from your book Hornbill. It's a story written by Khushwant Singh. It's a story about a grandson and his grandmother. The grandson is describing his grandmother, what he feels about his grandmother. My grandmother, like everybody's grandmother, was an old woman. The author is saying, Khushwant Singh is saying that my grandmother was old, as every grandmother is old. She had been old and wrinkled for the 20 years that I had known her. Khushwant Singh has been observing his grandmother for the last 20 years, and she is old and she has wrinkled skin. People said that she had once been young and pretty and had even had a husband. But that was hard to believe. He says that people always told me that she was very beautiful, she was pretty, attractive. But the author cannot believe that she was ever young. My grandfather's portrait hung above the mantelpiece in the drawing room. There was a picture of his grandfather that was hanging above the mantelpiece. Mantelpiece is something on which we keep decoration pieces, and this is attached to the wall. He wore a big turban and loose fitting clothes. The picture of the grandfather shows that he was wearing a big turban. Turban is pagdi, because Khushwant Singh, the name suggests, he is a Sikh. So his grandfather used to wear a turban and loose fitting clothes. His long white beard covered the best part of his chest, and he had a very big long beard. Beard is dadi, beard. And he looked at least 100 years old. And from the picture, he used to think that his grandfather was 100 years old. He did not look the sort of person who would have a wife or children. If you see his picture or the portrait, one could not believe that he also had a wife or children. He looked as if he could only have lots and lots of grandchildren, because he appeared to be very old. As for my grandmother's being young and pretty, the thought was almost revolting. The thought was almost revolting means it was hard to believe that she ever was young or pretty. She often told us of the games she used to play as a child, and his grandmother used to tell that she used to play these and these games when she was very small. But Khushwant Singh did not believe in all those things. That seemed quite absurd and undignified on her part, and when we treated it like the fables of the prophet she used to tell, and these children used to think as if she is telling a story. She had always been short and fat and slightly bent. Her face was a crisscross of wrinkles. From the body structure, she was short, she was fat, and she had a bent on his back, means she used to stoop. Her face was a crisscross of wrinkles. Her face was covered with wrinkles, jhurriyan, running from everywhere to everywhere. No, we were certain that she had always been as we had known her. Old, so terribly old that she could not have grown older, and had stayed at the same age for 20 years. She could never have been pretty, but she was always beautiful. She hobbled about the house in spotless white. She used to wear white clothes, white sari, with one hand resting on her waist. She used to keep one hand on her waist to balance her stoop. Stoop is जब कुब निकल जाता है बूढ़े होते हैं तो. The other telling the beads of her rosary, and her one hand was busy counting the beads of rosary. Telling the bead means counting the beads of rosary. Rosary is mala, mala के मन के जपना. Her silver locks were scattered. She had silver hair. जो वाइट बाल ग्रे हेयर होते हैं उनको हम कहते हैं सिल्वर लॉक्स. अनटाइडली ओवर हर पेल पकड़ फेस. पकड़ मीन्स wrinkled face. Her lips constantly moved in inaudible prayer, and she used to pray which could not be heard. Yes, she was beautiful. She was like the winter landscape in the mountain. She has been compared to winter landscape, mountains which are covered with snow, an expanse of pure white serenity. If you see, there was a complete peace and satisfaction on her face. So she has been compared to mountains which are covered with snow. My grandmother and I were good friends. Both of them were good friends. My parents left me with her when they went to live in the city, and we were constantly together. Now his parents are in the city and grandmother and the author is in the village. She used to wake me up in the morning and get me ready for school. She said her morning prayer in the monotonous sing song. Early in the morning, she used to sing morning prayer in the same tune. Monotonous sing song means same tune. While she bathed, bath and dressed me in the hope that I would listen and get to know it by heart. Why she used to always sing prayer loudly? She believed that he would learn it by heart. वो उसको याद कर लेगा. I listened because I loved her voice but never bothered to learn it. He always listened to his grandmother because he loved to listen her voice, but he never learned. Then she would fetch my wooden slate which she had already washed and plastered with yellow chalk, a tiny earthen ink pot and red pen. And they used to take earthen pot, वो स्लेट होती थी ना पहले ज़माने में, स्लेट और वो रेड कलर की जो पेन होता था. Tie them all in bundle and hand it to me. After breakfast of thick stale chapati with little butter and sugar spread on it, we went to school. And what he used to eat in the morning breakfast, he used to eat stale chapati. रात की बची हुई बासी रोटी, उसके ऊपर बटर, मक्खन और शुगर, चीनी. She carried several stale chapatis with her for the village dogs, and then she used to carry the stale chapatis, जो रोटी बच जाती थी, she used to carry to feed the dogs. My grandmother always went to school with me because the school was attached to temple. The priest taught us the alphabet and morning prayer. In the temple, they used to learn alphabets and morning prayer, while the children sat in the rows on either side of the veranda singing the alphabet or prayer in a chorus. Chorus means together. They used to do practice of alphabets and the prayer together. My grandmother sat inside reading the scriptures. She used to sit inside the temple and she used to read scriptures, holy books. When we had both finished, we would walk back together. This time the village dogs would meet us at the temple door when they used to return back home. Then at that time they used to feed them chapatis. They followed us to our home, growling and fighting with each other for the chapatis we threw to them. When my parents were comfortably settled in the city, they sent for us. And when now parents were settled in the city, जब वो अच्छे से set हो गए, then they called the grandmother and this child to the city. That was a turning point in our friendship. This is a very important question. That was a very turning. When they shifted to the city, it was a very important turning point. Although we shared the same room, my grandmother no longer came to the school with me. I used to go to an English school in a motor bus. Now he started going to school by bus. There were no dogs in the street and she took to feeding sparrows in the courtyard of our city house. Now in place of the dogs, she used to feed sparrows. As the years rolled by, we saw less of each other. For some time, she continued to wake me up and get me ready for the school. When I came back, she would ask me what the teacher had taught me. Now the grandmother used to ask what the teacher has taught in the school. Now what he used to reply, I would tell her English words and little things of Western science and learning, the law of gravity, Archimedes' principle, the world being round. These are the things which he was taught. एक तो ग्रेविटी के बारे में, आर्किमिडीज प्रिंसिपल एंड द वर्ल्ड बीइंग राउंड, दुनिया गोल है, ये सब चीज़ें साइंस की वो बातें करता था. दैट वाज आउट ऑफ रीच ऑफ द ग्रैंड मदर. ये सब बातें ग्रैंड मदर को समझ में नहीं आती थी. दिस मेड हर अनहैप्पी. शी वुड नॉट हेल्प मी विद माई लेसन्स. शी डिड नॉट बिलीव इन द थिंग्स दे टॉट at the English school and was distressed that there was no teaching about God and scriptures. Now first reason was that she could not help in science. Second reason, she was not happy to learn that he was not given any knowledge of God and scriptures, कि भगवान के बारे में कुछ नहीं बताया जाता बच्चों को. So she did not like this fact. One day I announced that we were being given music lessons. एक दिन बच्चे ने क्या बता दिया, that the child was being given music lesson. She was very disturbed. To her, music had lewd association. Now she believed that it was meant for people like harlots and beggars. So it was not meant for decent people, not meant for gentle folk. She said nothing, but her silence meant disapproval. She rarely talked to me after that, so she stopped talking to the child. When I went up to the university, I was given a room of my own. Now after some time when he went to university, he was given a separate room. The common link of friendship was snapped. Snap means finished, because they used to share a same room when they came to city. पहले एक ही रूम में रहते थे, अब वो रूम भी उनका चेंज हो गया. My grandmother accepted her seclusion with resignation. Now she accepted that isolation with resignation. She rarely left her spinning wheel to talk to anyone. Now she also used to spend her time by spinning wheel. Spinning means charkha katna. From sunrise to sunset, she sat by her wheel spinning and reciting prayers. Only in the afternoon she relaxed for a while to feed the sparrows. In the afternoon time she used to feed sparrows. अब dogs की जगह वो किसको feed करने लग गई? Sparrows. While she sat in the veranda breaking the bread into little bits, hundreds of little birds collected round her, creating a veritable bedlam of chirpings. Now the birds used to collect in the veranda and they used to chirp. That created a lot of confusion. इतना ज़ोर से वो चिड़िया चहचहाती थी कि वो पूरा confusion create हो जाता था. Some came and perched on her legs, others on her shoulders. कुछ चिड़िया आती, they sat on the legs, some on the shoulders, some even sat on her head. She smiled but never shooed them away. Shoot means make them fly away. It used to be the happiest half an hour of the day for her. When I decided to go abroad for further studies, I was sure my grandmother would be upset. Now he had to do his further studies, he had to go abroad, foreign जाना था. I would be away for 5 years, so he had to go for 5 years. And at her age, no one could never tell. One could never tell that whether she would be alive after 5 years or not. जिंदा भी होंगी या नहीं. But my grandmother could. She was not even sentimental. She was not sad. She came to leave me at the railway station, but did not talk or show any emotion. Her lips moved in prayer. Her mind was lost in prayer. Her fingers were busy telling the beads of rosary. Silently she kissed my forehead, and when I left, I cherished the moist imprint as perhaps the last sign of physical contact between us. Now he believed that it was possible that when she kissed him on his forehead, it could have been the last physical contact between them. हो सकता है कि 5 साल बाद जब वो वापस आए तो she might not be alive. So he thought that it was the last physical contact. But that was not so. After 5 years, I came back home and was met by her at the station. After 5 years, she again was there on the railway station to greet him. She did not look a day older. She still had no time for words. While she clasped me in her arms, I could hear her reciting her prayers. She hugged the child and still she was reciting the prayers. अभी भी वो prayer कर रही थी. Even on the first day of my arrival, her happiest moments were with the sparrows, whom she fed longer and was with frivolous rebukes. She used to rebuke the birds. That was still the happiest hour of the half an hour of the day. जब वो sparrows को feed करती थी. In the evening, a change came over her. Now there was a change in her. She did not pray. For the first time, she did not pray in her life. She collected the women of the neighborhood because she was very happy to see her grandson got an old drum and started to sing. So she started beating the drum and she started to sing. For several hours, she thumbed the sagging skins of the dilapidated drum. Dilapidated drum means drum which was in a very bad condition because it was very old drum. So the skin was very loose. And sang of the homecoming of the warriors. Homecoming of a warrior means here it signifies the homecoming of her grandson. उसका जब पोता वापस आता है तो she was so happy that she celebrated it. We had to persuade her to stop to avoid overstraining. That was the first time since I had known her that she did not pray. The next morning she was taken ill. It was a mild fever and the doctor told us that it would go. But my grandmother thought differently. Now she had a fever because of exertion. Exertion के कारण उसको fever आ गया. She told us that her end was near. She said that she is not going to survive now. She said since only a few hours before the close of the last chapter of her life, she had omitted to pray. She was not going to waste any more time talking to us. Now she said that now she did not want to waste any time because she wanted to pray to God. वो भगवान को प्रेयर करना चाहती थी मरने से पहले. शी सेड कि मैं अपना कोई भी टाइम वेस्ट करना नहीं चाहती. वी प्रोटेस्टेड बट शी इग्नोर्ड आवर प्रोटेस्ट. शी ले पीसफुली इन द बेड praying and telling her beads. Still she was praying, वो भगवान को प्रेयर कर रही थी, माला जप रही थी. Even before we could suspect, her lips stopped moving and the rosary fell from her lifeless fingers. Suddenly she was dead and the rosary fell from her hands. वो जो माला थी उसके हाथ में वो गिर गई. A peaceful pallor spread on her face. Her face was very peaceful. There was peace on her face and her face was pale in color. पीला पड़ गया था. And we knew that she was dead. We lifted her off the bed and, as is customary, laid her on the ground and covered her with a red shroud. Now they lifted the dead body and they placed the dead body on the floor. After a few hours of mourning, after a few hours of grief, we left her alone to make arrangements for her funeral. Funerals are the arrangements for the last rites. In the evening, we went to her room with a crude stretcher to take her to be cremated. The sun was setting and had lit her room and veranda with a blaze of golden light. In her room, the last sun rays were falling, means the rays of setting sun. We stopped halfway in the courtyard, all over the veranda and in her room, right up to where she lay dead and stiff wrapped in the red shroud. Thousands of sparrows sat scattered on the floor. Now all those sparrows that used to come, they were scattered in the room. जो चिड़िया खाना खाने आती थी वो वहीं scattered फैली हुई थी. Sitting, they were no chirping, लेकिन they were not chirping. We felt sorry for the birds and my mother fetched some bread for them. My mother fed them bread. She broke it into little crumbs. Crumbs means pieces, the way my grandmother used to, and threw it to them. The sparrows took no notice of the bread, but the sparrows did not eat the bread. Sparrows ने वो bread नहीं खाई. When we carried my grandmother's corpse off, they flew away quietly. और जब वो डेड बॉडी को लेके जा रहे थे तो वो चिड़िया चुपचाप वहाँ से उड़ गई. नेक्स्ट मॉर्निंग द स्वीपर स्वेप्ट द ब्रेड क्रम्स इनटू द डस्टबिन. और अगले दिन स्वीपर ने वो डस्टबिन में ब्रेड क्रम्स इकट्ठे करके फेंके. मीन्स द स्पैरोज ऑल्सो एक्सप्रेस देयर ग्रीफ ऑन द डेथ ऑफ द ग्रैंड मदर. Now let us discuss the question answers. The three phases of author's relationship with his grandmother before he left the country to study abroad. Three phases उसकी लाइफ में हैं. First is when he used to live with the grandmother in the village. Second is when he shifted to the city and they shared a same room. जब वो एक room share करते थे. और third phase है when they got a separate room to live when he went to university. ये three phases हैं उसकी लाइफ में. Three reasons why the author's grandmother was disturbed when he started going to the city school. जब वो city school जाने लगा तो उसकी दादी disturb हुई, परेशान हुई. क्यों? First of all, he was given knowledge of science. Second, he was not given any knowledge of God and scriptures. भगवान के बारे में कुछ भी नहीं बताया गया. Third, he was given knowledge of music which she considered was meant for harlots and beggars. कि वो सब भिखारियों के लिए या harlot dancing girls के लिए meant है music. Three ways in which author's grandmother spent her days after he grew up. बड़े होने के बाद वो अपना दिन कैसे जब author बड़ा हुआ तो how the grandmother used to spend her time. By telling the beads of rosary, by reciting the prayer, and by spinning the wheels, and by feeding the sparrows. You can write these 4 points. The odd way in which the author's grandmother behaved just before she died. Just before she died, first of all, we can write that she collected the women of the neighborhood. She started singing and she thumped the dilapidated drum. Then she had fever and she was lying on the bed and she was reciting the prayers and telling the beads of rosary. The ways in which the sparrows expressed their sorrow when the author's grandmother died. The sparrows did not chirp. चिड़िया जो है वो उन्होंने बिल्कुल chirping नहीं करी. They did not eat the breadcrumbs offered by the author's mother and they flew away. So this was your chapter, the portrait of a lady. Portrait here, this is the description of author's grandmother. Lady here refers to author's grandmother. So I hope you have understood this chapter.